So it's all good. But I'm a soldier. I always survive. I constantly come back. You know what I mean?
Ekse, welcome to another episode of ChatsWithJele. So, on this episode, guys, I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this one. And crazy how it's something very weird. Like, it's very weird. And as you'd love me to tell you, what's the reason before I introduce you, Nana. So, like, all my episode, I've been having James. So it's really nice having a hand next to me right now. You're actually like the second hand to come on the podcast, which is really amazing. Yeah. First hand was Uzara, and you're the second one. So it's really, it's really nice. I'm not bashing James or anything, but then it's really nice having, a different gender on the episode. But then, so on today's episode, I have Sanelisiwe. But then I think let's just introduce her further. Welcome, Sanelisiwe.
Thank you. I never know how to introduce myself. I never know.
Okay.
So, Sanelisiwe is 19, born and bred in Witbank. Simple girl, talkative. I think I'm funny. Easy to get along with. I just have a warm personality. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
And you already answered my first question. Yeah. But then just to elaborate on that, where did you grow up? You said here in Witbank, you never went outside or since birth, where?
No, I've been here since birth.
Okay.
Yep.
That's nice. So I know that you were a pageant model, and then maybe our viewers might know you as something else that we don't know. So can you give us a small brief on when and how your modeling journey started?
I think it started in primary. There was this other dude. I think Uraja. I think everyone knows Uraja. Future Stars thing. Yeah, people knew him. So he had this modeling thing, for young kids and all of that to keep us off the street. So basically my modeling journey started in Love Life, and we used to practice and all of that. And then my first competition was, I think it was Miss Heritage something, hosted by Uraja still. And then
Which year was it?
Primary, man, I don't know, 2015. I was doing grade 5. Yeah, that's when I began. And then I kind of took a break and then resumed 2018, my high school years. Yes. So that's the end.
Okay, and then was there someone that actually inspired you to try it out, or you just woke up one day and decided it was okay, that's what I want to do and that's what I want to be part of? Besides Raja, but then was there anyone else that actually inspired you?
No, actually. With me, in primary, I was always an academic. You'll never find me quiet. You just find me debate, spelling bee, reading. So when Raja came to school and presented this thing, it was you know what? Let me just try something different. Plus, my friends were into these modeling things. Okay. My best friend back then. So Sajutan, I understand, and it just became something that I ended up liking. Yeah.
And then, does your parents support you via this modeling thing, very full out to support you?
I hardly. And
Meaning?
For example, my mom, my mom is old, so sometimes these things she doesn't get, that you must, sometimes when you in a modeling pageant, they want money, they want donations, they want all of that. So she doesn't get why we have to go through all of that. You understand? So sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't, and I'm completely fine with it. But then I do get most support from my sister. Yeah, my sisters, yes.
Your sister's also into modeling, and she just support and
no, she just supports me.
Do you think we support her because or really supporting you because she loves seeing you doing something you love?
I think she sees potential. So I think that's why she supports me. Yeah.
And then since you started, how many pageant shows have you been part of? And do you remember all of them? If you do, maybe please just name a few for us.
I don't remember all of them, but
Are they that many?
yes, there's quite a lot. Like maybe like if I make an estimation, there's been in about 9.
Sure.
You understand? So Laumange, it was just nje. But I remember, especially 2011, I was a part of 3, Miss Integrity, which is founded by my friend Dineo Mkebane of the NPTs. And then there's Miss Classy Team. I don't know if you know about that one.
Yeah, I know.
Came 2011. 2021 it boomed, and yeah, I got I think I was a finalist. Yeah, I actually was a finalist. And then I got a long way. And there was
why?
No, we'll get to that.
Okay.
And then there was the one by Andres Dupria. It's called Miss Nkangala Heritage. Miss Nkangala International Village. I'm sorry, but it's kind of a complicated name. But like that one, it's the one I stuck to, because I liked it. Like I liked the way they coordinated stuff and all of that. But like I think 2 weeks before the final competition,
the Heritage also.
Yes, the one
because
I guess there were 3 of them, and I was a finalist for all of them. So I dropped the 2, Miss Integrity and Miss Classy Team, and then I stick and Miss Heritage. So 2 weeks before that competition, the finals,
then, like, out of all the above, which one did you enjoy the most? Would really you look back to every day and be like, yo, you see that one I enjoyed, even if maybe you didn't win, or you weren't on the, what do you call it, run up or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, which one do you think was the best for you?
Which one was the best? Okay, there's 2, The other one was a fashion show. Lapa was just trying my luck as a runway model, because it was a new experience. I've never been on the runway and all of that. So I tried it out, and I got pissed for a bit, because I'm joining this fashion show for a runway, and the only thing I win is a personality award. But at the same time, I was like, okay, maybe I do have a bomb personality, because out of everyone, I got the award. So that one was my favorite because it was a new experience, and I got introduced to brand modeling. That's where I met Udon of Purple Moon.
Okay.
Yes, that's where I met Udon. And then the second one, Miss Nkangala Heritage, because the way they coordinated stuff was great. Coordination, everything. And I also went to different places because of it. One of those places is my favorite right now.
Which is
Rustic Boutique Hotel, say Old Middleback Road. It's a nice place.
And then, do you think being a model has its requirements, or anyone can be a model? Because there's some things might require discipline, respect, and all of that. So when do you think modeling has its requirements?
Yeah, it definitely does. Because these days, the way people hype up in modeling, someone could just show up, she has a beautiful body, tall, beautiful legs, but I'm not bashing anyone who does that, but I'm just saying, some people enter a pageant, or they just model with the mentality of I have a great body, but it's more than that. You understand? There's a time where you have to engage with people. Tola, you're a shitty person. Already you lose points, and then there's also a time where, especially on Goma finals, they ask you questions, and if you don't have a brain, you're in trouble. You understand? So it has this requirement. Because when you think you're beautiful and you have a nice body, it's way more than that. And you need to be fit, man. Emotionally, you understand? Yeah. Some questions you need to answer, and you need to be well informed.
Are you able to say I don't know to those questions? Because I always see them because always when I watch a modeling competition, I've never seen someone say no, I don't know.
Yeah,
do you think you're able to say no, I don't know, or you have to make a plan?
No, make a plan.
On the spot.
Make a plan. I remember I once got a question near Fourth Industrial Revolution, and that topic is so broad. I was where do I even start? Not exactly a question, but make a plan. You can't say you don't know, because then you lose points. Are you going to tell everyone who stage live go Miss South Africa which you don't know what the fourth industrial revolution
And so
is?
you were gonna be the winner.
Yes. Yeah, understand. That's why you have to be very well informed. You can't just be someone who's on TikTok listening to stupid stuff like yes, is into read books, grow your mind.
And then, so I know that you've been on a break from modeling since 2021. Am I right?
Yes.
So why such a long break from modeling?
Okay, so 2021 I was doing my grade 11, right? 2022 matric, very lucky, no chance. And then this year, like I was thinking maybe being October this year, but I was just like I'm trying to find myself, and like I can't just start modeling, like because you require like, a lot from me. So I need to find myself in terms of where I want to live, because you're going life after matric, you need to figure yourself out. So I'm just trying to figure stuff out, but I'll definitely go back.
Should we be looking at next year maybe?
Yeah, next year maybe.
And then, so I know with that you've been, did people, I'm a peers work in high school, did like they support you like throughout?
Yeah. Not all of them. I feel like
Okay, Labo, did you get like the support at school?
Yeah, yes, yeah.
How were you treated at school? Like normal, or you had that special treatment, Nyana?
I'm not gonna lie, at school, especially high school, or even primary, I've always had special treatment. You know, when you're an academic. So,
oh yeah.
I've had a special treatment, like from teachers though, and like okay, maybe a few, like a bunch from smaller grades, like Manganelli pageant or something. We'd be like, and all of that. So I'm not gonna lie, I did get the support, especially from my friends too. Yeah,
and
that's
then
cool.
amongst your friends, do you recall who was like your number one supporter when it came to modeling? Like Vele good. When it's time to vote, Vele, she's the one or he's the one out there.
Yeah, like I'm so sorry guys. I know you played a part, but like number one would be Udineo Mkwebane. Like even now, like I joined this presenter gig. It's because of her. She's the one who was like, yo, there's this thing, join, She's like my number one supporter. And then there's my late friend, guys. We used to support each other a lot because we liked pageants. And then Sanelisiwe, my best friend, yes, she also used to support me a lot.
So if you had to choose one amongst the three, who would you go with?
Like in
general, it's okay, you see that one, Vele, she played like the biggest role.
Like in my life?
No, like in the modeling,
Dineo. Not offending anyone, but she's just yeah, I think the other friends would understand. The other one is late, but the other one will understand, would see, like it's Dineo, because like she understands the pageant world, the modeling world, and
Then there's another girl I know from your school, Natina was part of modeling. I just forgot the name. But same school, don't you remember any like hands that were part of like modeling? There's a lot. But Manukala somewhere is Nambing.
Somewhere is Nambing.
And in Natinga, was that level 40?
I'm trying to think.
I really forgot the name.
There's quite a lot. Like back at the Scott.
I think if Baraketang is doing matric right now.
It might be also lazy. I don't know if you know her, but she's a model. She's doing quite good. There's Lisa. Lisa's also a model. She's doing well. Happiness.
Okay, let's leave it. I don't think I'll get it. And then, so from like your modeling journey, what has to be like your biggest challenge you faced, and how did you overcome that challenge?
I don't know. I've had a lot of challenges, and I think these are challenges, the challenges you face on all of the pageants, like financial problems, because you need to have money, Baba, and you can't just ask your mom for 2.5 nje.
So Lapa, they don't pay for like expenses or
No, like it depends. Okay, like if for example in Miss Nkangal, Lapo, like we went to Alveston Manor, we went to Rustic, they paid for everything. But like there'll be tasks that they give you. Some of them require money. So that's a challenge. Like you can't, like you won't just get money. You won't just get 2.5 from your mom. You understand? Yes. So like at some point, like you have to. I remember they used to give us some paper. We had to ask for donations.
yeah.
So it's a huge challenge. Imagine going from house to house looking for donations. Like yeah, too much.
And then I don't know, I just want to know the money that maybe they say, okay, for maybe 5 votes you have to maybe 20 rand.
20 rand.
Where does that money go? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, it goes into preparing for, I think, the final competition.
Oh.
Yeah, because, you know, like, especially like professional pageants, very lapo, they don't waste money like that. They're going to get like a bomb venue, like lights on stage, good sound and all of that. So, I mean, I don't think they just chow the money.
I mean, I thought whether they use it for something else.
No, lama local, you are questionable. Like, where does the money go? Because it's here always for the final competition. So where does the money go?
Maybe the crowns, the, what do you call it?
The sashes and all of that. Ish. Not a lot of money, man. Making a sash, just printing a sash. And, you know, like, I'm a local. Like, the gift is like, I'm not bashing you. You know, like the gift, like just toiletries, things you can get for yourself for like 200 at Mr. Price. You understand? Like, so I don't know where the money goes. Go my local. But
in Miss Classing, I think like it's big in a way. Even like their marketing, their posters.
It just blew up.
Yeah, I know, it's really nice.
Like they really did a good job. What's her name? Ashla. She did a good job, Shan.
Ashla's part of Miss Classing?
Yes, she was there. I think she was a part of it. And I don't remember the guy. Who's the guy? Uneo. And like the first time we went there, what was going on? I think it was an interview or something, I don't remember, but we went to a Highfield View. Like the welcoming, like everything was on time, like yonke into behleleke kahle for like for abantu abaplane like bancane, our age group, you understand. It's
Wasn't
like it was
also
planned
an MC or something on that one? I think
I don't not angisazi nje
she
was something. Yes, and they did a good job.
And then, so for all like the hands and chains that would love to join in modeling, what advice would you give them? Like what should they do and what shouldn't they do?
Hey, like first of all, don't go in with the mentality that you're beautiful and you can, you know.
It's the second time you mentioned.
Yes, there's a lot of them. Nati, we won't mention names. We won't name drop, you know. But like, if this was my last day on earth, I would name drop Marake. So
we'll
like
speak
just
about it after the episode.
So yeah, I like don't go in with the mentality that you're hot and you're just gonna win. It requires a lot of things. Like be stable emotionally, like because there's a lot of things as desire, and like be confident because you get there and you'll find really beautiful people. And based on as you're confident, also put a stress then, and like maybe like also gonna develop a jealousy. And just another thing, like if we are born the pageant is too much for you, you have a right to take a step back. Don't pressure your parents into hiring expensive attires for you and having to pay like a lot of money. Just like if you know you don't have my finances correctly, just take a step back. I understand. Just yeah.
So that's what they shouldn't do, and then like in terms of what they should do to be part of the modeling, what can they do?
I always suggest like building up your confidence, you know, like I don't know how though, but like.
So when did you go to maybe an academy, or the guy that you mentioned was your mentor throughout? You never went to any academy before?
Never. Well, with him it was a thing, an academy, but like a local one, you understand. And he had a lot of models. So it's like it's fundela. I'm not even going to lie. That's where I learned everything. And by 2 months, Mrs. ready to get on stage and all of that, So I feel like he was a good teacher. So Mina, like what they should do, just man, I don't know. Just be confident, like build up your confidence, grow your mind, maybe like read books and just be aware of what's happening socially, like just everything around you. Because like I feel like these days some questions like, understand. Yeah, and I don't know, don't put pressure on yourself.
Okay, and then before we wrap up the modeling topic, I'm also aware that you're about to enter. I don't know if you already entered the Mr. Teen Presenter Search, and you said you were a finalist when we last spoke, né? How did that go? Is it going well? What's happening?
Okay, so what happened is that the friend Dineo.
Hi, Dineo. Yo, shout out to Dineo.
Shout out to Dineo, guys. She's my supporter. So yeah, she sent me the whole thing, né? And then I made the introduction video. They wanted an introduction video, so I made it, and then I sent it, and then I waited for the response. And when we got the response, it was like, hey, you're a finalist. So now what's needed from you is a video of no longer than a minute. We'll send a script. When I just issue the script, and be creative if you want. Like if I could show you the script, my video is slightly different from the script because I was being creative. And yeah, our job was to send the video, right? And then they put it on the socials. And what we need right now from people, what I need on Instagram and on Facebook, I need people to like my video, to comment, and to share. I just need that.
That's on Facebook.
Yes, and Instagram. Yeah.
Okay. And then, but okay, recommendations of where they can maybe like people can practice, or which academy they can go to, or they can join. Do you maybe have their contact, or that guy, that guy that mentored you?
I actually don't know what happened.
Also, like on Instagram, you don't know.
I don't know. I last saw him like early high school.
Yo.
Yeah, but so I don't know where he is, and I hope he's still doing, the job.
But are you aware of Deluxe Academy?
No, I'm not.
Not?
Nope.
You don't know Deluxe Academy?
No, I don't.
Kensani is the celebrity of Witbank.
I know Kensani.
You know Kensani?
I don't know about her. I don't follow her that much. I don't, honestly.
So what do you know Kensani for?
I don't know. She wants something. Love her though. Love her.
Kensani has a Deluxe Academy, has an online store.
She's
also
doing quite well.
She's a model.
Yes.
I saw Butsi was modeling for Nivea, I think last year.
Really?
Yeah, last year, if not last year. But yeah, man, shout out to Kensani.
Yeah, shout out to Kensani. We look up to you, girl. Recommendations.
So right now you have nothing.
No. Oh, like Andres Dupriya. He handles a lot. I think Mr. and Miss Middleburg, Miss Nkangala International, and I don't remember what else. But I think people can hit up Andres Dupriya on Instagram, or I think on Facebook. If you ever need a mentor for modeling, he's very good. Yeah, that's my recommendation. Andres, he will build you that one.
And then, okay, moving on, I also know that you were part of the EBL fashion show, but I think you already mentioned it earlier. And then you won Best Personality, which you already mentioned. So can I just get like a breakdown on how all of that began, like the fashion show thingy? But not it's still Dineo, ne? It's not Dineo.
No, how did that thing begin?
And like, what exactly was happening on that fashion show? Was it like really showcased of like fashion, just like a Rotsa fashion show, or what was happening on that?
Shout out to Rotsa.
I never saw you at Grota. Do you attend?
I've attended all of them. I love it with all my
I
heart.
never saw you at Grota.
You never saw me. Okay, but
No, but like I can.
Yeah, you can.
I remember everyone we saw Grota last year.
Yeah. Oh wait, I didn't attend the one last year.
Didn't?
I didn't. Yeah, that's the only one I didn't attend.
But now I attended
from
like
the beginning.
all of them.
Yeah, from the beginning I attended all of them. And maybe it would be nice to be on the stage someday.
As well as an host.
Just like no, yeah, or maybe
Or a
a host. The host would be fine. I'm not sure about modeling because sometimes you know what, let's let it go. But
No.
maybe as a host or as a model, yeah, it would be nice. But the reason Irota actually was a big part of why I didn't ELB because I needed the experience, you know. Like for some reason, being is born like a Irota.
So EBL, like, is it
ELB.
also? Oh, it's ELB.
Malasheni local brands.
Oh.
Yes. So this hand, what's her name? Ayanda. I think her name is Ayanda.
Mara, should be honest, not out there in Generota. Like, it's the first time I'm seeing it.
Yes, it's because I think she stopped. She never hosted it again. Like it was a one-time thing. And I don't understand why, because she actually did get supporters. And for someone who was young, I didn't know she was that young. I think she was like 15 or something.
Yo.
Yes, she hosted the whole thing and it was great. So ELP was for local brands. There was Purple Moon, there was I don't remember the other ones. I only remember the one I became a part of. But like it kind of opened a few doors for me.
So should the ELP vele ifana nerota vele exactly, just different name. Where did they
The
host
concept
this
is the same. They want to showcase local brands with back. But
I don't know which local brands, because I'm a big fan of local brands and I never saw what Don't Brag in our co-flex posting about
ELB.
another
Yeah.
show besides Irota. So that's why like I really don't know it.
and it's like I lost the pictures, yes. It was me, I don't remember the brands. I
Then
really
the venue,
don't.
where
But
did
it
they
was
host
like underground brands, I guess, because very the other popular ones, there's Don't Brag, there's Bang, there's Eye Candy, there's quite a lot that are popular. But lapha bekunabo it was underground local brands, but really nice ones. And also for abantu abathunga, designers who just like laba bathunga those cute jeans with stitches and all of that.
Why.
Yes, like it wasn't just brands, like it was also like designers showcasing Iroko or like that denim skirts or whatever.
And then the fashion show, it was like your first ever fashion show you've been part of.
My first ever.
And it was really nice.
Yes, it was super nice.
So you're willing to do it again, even if it's not the same fashion show, you'd
Yes.
love to be part of
100%. I'm willing to do it again.
King Abantu Perota, please DM some, DM her, DM J. Maranga's would work to that because you're not a social media person.
No, I think no bazongthola.
Yeah. If someone from
Ngiyatholakala.
Perota is watching this, please do text to Sanelisiwe, for the next event. I think you'd make a great host. Even though lapha kune hate sometimes, but then I think you'd make a great host.
There's hate.
Too much. Have you ever maybe a brand was coming on and they don't like the brand, they'd be like boo or something. So but then I think you'd make
just people
a
sharing.
great host.
Yeah.
And then you being part of the fashion show, does it also count you as a fashion model? Because that's you mainly on the pageant side.
Yeah, I gravitate more towards the pageant side, but yes, I guess I can say that because I did model for the brand. Was this guy Don? So you could say, I'm a fashion model.
And then speaking about the brand, you've been part of the Purple Moon, right?
Purple Moon? Yep.
So what happened to the brand and like ufike njani Purple Moon?
Yeah. So Lapa, what they did next, like to everyone, like there was a lot of clothes. They were like, pick whatever, go in. Yeah. So Lapa, there was a sweater Purple Moon. So I was like, oh, I love this one. So I picked it, and then I went on stage and people loved it. So that's when Udon approached me. I was like, yo, I think you look very good in my merch, and I'd love to bring you on board, yabo. So I was like, okay, cool, fine. We had the first photo shoot at Civic Theatre. There was Umongezi, there was the former Mr. Teen, Emalahleni, Rest, Tembela. No, Mr. Teen Pumalanga, or Emalahleni, somewhere there. Mr. Teen something, or Rest, Tembela. And then there was also Inileng, Alvita. Because herself, Alvita, she has dreadlocks. It was also her. So the C4, and yeah, we had the photo shoot, and it was fine. It was nice.
Mentioning about the brand was coming alright.
It was coming
what
alright.
happened?
I really don't know. I really don't know. I'd like to sit down with him and ask someday. But we lost contact. I'm not sure with the other ones. Do they still communicate or what? But I don't think so. But me and him lost contact, and I saw him once, I think last year. Because I think it was a 2019 thing.
So there's no beef, just you guys just lost like contact.
No beef, we lost contact. That's all. Yeah.
And then, so if maybe like some other brand was to approach you like right now to be like a fashion model for maybe them a Kurota, which brand would you love it to be? Please don't.
Because all of them are.
Please don't mention the one I'm thinking about, because I feel like I've mentioned this brand in all my episodes, and I feel like it's not fair anymore.
Which is.
Okay, when I speak
Mary,
first.
number one supporter, why am I mentioning?
No, like I feel like I've mentioned this brand like throughout the episode.
I think like I'm not sure. I love all of them, but I think I would really rock. Wabonile Lama rock with Don't Brag, the dresses, the mini skirts that are kind of like this. So I would definitely rock that dress. So maybe Don't Brag. And I like, what else do I like? I like Bang.
Yo.
Bang is so nice. Like
That's
in
the
nice
brand.
Bang.
That's the brand.
That's the brand. I thought it's Don't Brag.
No, like I'm in love with the bag. I feel like
Bang, yeah.
I've mentioned the twags on all my episode, and I feel like mine is not fair.
It's not fair.
Yeah, like, since episode 1, twags.
Yeah.
Episode 2, twags. You know, so
Yeah.
like I felt like it's not fair. Vela was waiting with, okay, at least just say Don't Brag.
Yeah, or something
Okay, also
else.
Go Flex of being mentioned.
Oh yes, Go Flex.
For the longest time. But man, okay, shout out to Twags again. Shout out to Twags.
Yeah. Shout out.
Really doing the most. And shout out to Kagiso also.
Yeah.
So it's Bang and Don't Brag.
Man, I don't wanna. Like, out. Like, I'm up for.
No, I'm just asking what's when
Yeah,
like which brand
I
do you
love
like,
Bang,
do you-
I love Don't Brag, but I also love Go Flex. But like.
Okay, dire life situation. Choose one.
Choose one. I'm sorry, guys. Bang. I love Bang.
I got man lang Twags. Are you really doing the most?
No, I think it's because Yabana Musi Bang. It's more open to Abafas. I understand. Like with Go Flex, they have those male T-shirts, they bomb and all of that. But
now
I've never
Upoik
seen.
is doing dresses.
He's doing dresses.
Yo,
I
that's
didn't
so
see.
nice.
I didn't see.
Netman is gonna take time for me to.
Yeah.
Upoik is currently doing
Yeah, you
dresses.
see, then I'd definitely be up for Go Flex if Vele
Shout out
included
to Go
Abafas.
Flex.
Yeah.
And then I also know that you had your days when you were part of the Plug. So guys, the Plug was something similar to the Boys RSA. If you were someone that watches YouTube, then you know what I'm speaking about. Meaning like there was a group. How many
boys?
gents? 34.
Ish 5. Okay, Bekluga.
No, like the ones that
The main.
saw on
The
the
main,
screen.
the ones that we
Actually,
always saw.
Pretty Boy T.
Yes,
Uncle
Unati,
Slimes.
Slimes, yes.
And then I forgot.
And then there's Kanyile,
Kanyile, and then
Upyo.
Charlie.
And then Charlie, yes, just Charlie.
I only know those 4.
Those 4, yes.
So
and
who's
then
the 5th one?
the 5th one would be Uvusi, he used to feature.
Oh, Vusi
Brownie,
Moyane.
yes, Vusi Moyane. And who else? Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And then like you did Ama voiceover for
yes,
them.
I did a few
And
voiceovers on the video.
so how did you be part of Ilo, the Plug?
Okay, so they my friend, they my boys. Like were like, there's like only 2 girls that participating. So
which is you and I think Utando.
me and Tandule too. Yep. So you'd see on those videos with this corner, even like Kulama, they would have like just chats. We're talking about things in general. She'd be there, I'd be there. So that's how I just never part of Fiona and yeah, and I loved every minute of it. It was great.
So between all 4, who is your favorite?
All 4 of the boys. I have 2 favorites.
One.
I have 2, but I have 2. Like I'm really close to them. Okay.
Because I usually can choose that one because maybe vibe yakhe or you speak more than this one. Yeah, but anything. If you had to choose one between the 4 of them, who would be
I'm
like
choosing
your favorite?
Uncle Slimes because we're like very close. Like I see him a lot. Like Kaya, he's just there, you know. Yeah, I love everyone equally, but it's just that I'm closer to Uslimes because I see him a lot. Yeah, but.
And then we saw the group is now at split, right? Until this day, as Tina followers and I'm a supporter, we are confused with what happened, what caused that split. Because I don't wanna lie, I was a big supporter. I don't wanna lie because even though they didn't know me, but like my cheat, I was around you, I knew.
Yes.
So Vela, I was a huge fan.
Yeah.
So because you were part of the Plug, like low-key, do you perhaps know what happened?
Like, either Plug just stopped. The group didn't split. We're still friends. We're still cool. They just, I think.
Mara, after.
Okay. No. Kubega, so that I can explain.
Like Utan was still dropping.
Pretty
right?
boy, yes.
Pretty boy is still dropping, but Naingati because of matric, Nanan stopped. Sometimes. Then I can slimes. Ngati YouTube yake. It's solo YouTube like because it's hard to say yes. And then Charlie, YouTube yake alone.
I don't.
Kanyina never saw it.
No, Kanyina does not.
So it's not. I know they still speak to each other.
Yes, not just speak. Like we're tight. We're still tight. Everything's
why did they stop?
I think they just grew out of it.
They
grew out of it, and then like at some point, because there's a pretty boy T who liked YouTube. He felt that he could do a solo and like and then Vusi's solo YouTube followed months after. I understand. So you can't really say no, you know what. No, when I
know there's no beef.
No beef at all.
I was just like confused with what happened because they were coming.
Alright. Yeah, it's just they grew out of it and everyone had to sort of focus on their own lives. Like we're on our final years of high school. Like at some point you can't really focus on YouTube. You understand? So whenever someone was available for shooting, the other ones are not available. So and then it just stopped. Yeah.
Okay.
No fights whatsoever.
Moving on, we also know that you once worked with Kabelo. I don't know if I pronounced the surname right. Mayepa, which is the founder of few Witbankers, right?
Witbankers, yes, and
so,
Times.
Again, guys, if you don't know what Witbankers was or is an online
he
magazine. He
calls it Malahleni Times now.
Oh, shoot, that's why I'm not seeing it anymore.
You can even search it right now.
Because I'm on Instagram. I was like, okay,
yeah, Malahleni Times.
I'm not, I saw it.
Yeah, you probably did.
But anyway, yeah, it's an online magazine that has a few articles of everything happening here around Witbank, from clothing brands to influencers, artists, everything. So, how was your journey of like working with Kabelo? And when did it start and how did it start?
I don't remember. Did it start? I think it started 2021. I started 2021 and it just started with a photo shoot. We just had like a photo shoot. He wanted to take pictures of me. So we had a great photo shoot, except downtown vibes, like it was great. And then just from then, like he liked my energy. He was like, you know what, I think you and I could push something. And it was like, okay, dude, let's do it. And then remember I wrote an article for August for Women's Day. Basically for Nyanga Yaba first August. I wrote the article, I sent it to did you read it?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
I was about to ask about that, but you
Okay.
can carry on like I did.
And then like I don't know, my journey with Kabelo wasn't short, but it wasn't long, and it was bittersweet.
Why?
No, I don't want to get into that. But nothing happened, guys. Nothing happened. But like shout out to Kabelo. He's doing a great job, yes. Yeah, and there was Frequency Friendly, a podcast that was not out there yet, but we were still recording, and it was great.
Guys, I'm a big supporter of people from like La Witbank. Like I'm a big supporter, and I'm sure Kabelo doesn't even know me, but
Maybe he knows you.
Because I started a podcast. But back then, like now, like you advanced, you never knew me. Even when I approached you to come to my podcast, we're like when I approached you, you never thought, good,
No, I thought the same. Like and I'm like
really?
not when I'm this stressed.
It was 11 o'clock in the morning,
and I was going to the shop, and now you're here, and you know those guys are so you got straight to the point now. So so he got straight to the point, guys. So I was like, oh, podcast, cool, we can do it. Otherwise, I wasn't even going to be.
And I really loved how you like reacted. Like you were so, like it felt like you were happy, or like you have been waiting for such a moment or something. Because you were like, okay, podcast, I'd really love to come through. I was like, just like that. Like she literally like gave me her numbers on the spot. I was like, okay. Or it was because Vele, I got like straight to the point. Vele podcast, what should go and we're gonna
be like, bye sir, gotta go. So I think I did tell you, I like that you got straight to the point. Did I?
I don't remember. And then back to Kabelo, are you still part of production Kabelo? If not, why? Because Witbank Times is still there, and I don't know if photograph is science and
I'd love to continue doing photography with him. He takes amazing pictures.
Yeah, I saw the pictures you sent.
Like amazing pictures. But like Tina, in terms of working together, no.
And the guys, I know the reason, but then I want.
No, guys, don't. Like, I don't want people to start insinuating stuff. It's just that, like, he corner separator business and pleasure. So, shout out to
Kabelo, my guy.
No, like he's gonna say this. Do you understand how hard it's going to be?
Like I'm not bashing. Like
We're not bashing you, but
doesn't
like,
want to work with you because when
my
guy. But anyway, like going back to the article you already mentioned, you actually ruined my question. But then we saw Guti, you once wrote an article for Witbankers, and that article was amazing. Like, not gonna lie, like when I read that article, very deservable by Witbank news type of things, you know. That was really amazing. And then just a question that I have, do you think would ever get maybe a book nyana, novel nyana from you? Just by looking at that article, I wish I could place like that article here, but imagine like the PDF,
all of that,
But then, guys, it's really amazing. It's really amazing. So, like, my question is: do you ever see yourself writing a book or maybe a novel nyana someday?
I do see myself writing a book someday. Not now. Like, I need to something pila. And create.
But actually, it's not. Like, it doesn't have to be a book about yourself. On that one, it's not about.
It's not.
You,
yes, it's about.
But every woman.
Yes, every woman. Yes. Yeah. I would. Yeah. Maybe in a few years I'll just like and just start writing, because I do write, ne? But I'm an inspirational writer. So like sometimes I write pieces by pieces because when I get something, maybe I had a podcast with you today, I'm gonna write about it. Next thing another thing happens, I write about that. I can't just like ngale into and then just nqhubeke nayo.
So the article that you wrote, you somehow relate to it.
Yes, especially like the part where I spoke about that comment they made on the streets. Like it was relative, and also the Umkhulu Makanya, I think he's a healer. He used to speak about it a lot and make him follow. I understand. So it's like, oh, you're speaking about something I relate to, and this happened. So it could make a good article. Yeah, and just something good came out.
Then a question I have, I believe Butsi they once asked you this question on my pageant. So if you had to be president for a day, what would you change? What would you do?
I'd be president for a day.
And you already stated it with being a model, we have to be smart, and then now you've been to a lot of competitions. So I believe what the question as well can be hard for you to answer.
It's not hard, but my president, you have authority over many things. So I'm trying to think of the right one. But I think the first one would definitely, I know we speak about this a lot, but as a president, I would make sure that it actually happens. Like sanitary pads, sanitary towels must be free, like so accessible to all women, you understand? And what else? Oh, and another thing, I would implement in Dabayoguti, like teenagers must have like professionals to speak to. Free professional, what's this? Mental therapy, you understand? Free therapy. I would initiate free therapy for every teenage person. Every teenager.
I'm voting for you. And then if you had to get cancelled today, what would you love to be remembered as?
Get cancelled as in die? Or cancel culture?
No, it's okay. Like a celebrity, maybe.
Yeah.
No, they don't like this celebrities anymore.
Ladies are cancelled.
Yeah.
What I'd be remembered for? I light up the room. I just Nana Mabaga and Kantela, they must remember that whenever I walked in, the room would light up.
So in modeling terms, if you were to get cancelled, what would you love to be remembered as?
What I would like, I'm a great speaker, so
can see.
I'm a great speaker, so I think I'd love to be remembered as that. Like whenever they ask me a question, I feel like So yeah, I think I'd love that.
Okay, and then I think that's all I have for you. Angazuthi, is there anything you'd love to add on top of everything I said? Obviously, voting on Mr. Teen.
Okay. Yes, only that. So guys, can I please have your support on Facebook and on Instagram? Please search
Instagram,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah. What? Okay, please search Mr. Teen Mahlangu on both Facebook and Instagram and find my video there. Please like, comment, share, and just please run it up, guys. Please, I need
what should
support.
They comment?
Anything. Like, what do they think? Do they think my presenting skills are trash, or do they think I'm doing well? No, it's fine. I'm open to anything. Like at the end of the day, people are entitled to their own opinions. So just any comment would count, even if we are toga. Like the fact that you commented will increase our comments. So your loss. Yeah, please, guys. Please, I need the support. I need to win this one. Yeah.
And then Gonja, if you win it, you get to be like what?
I get to be a presenter for the red carpet in the Teen Mahlangu. So you understand, I'd get quite the exposure. It would be my big break.
I think also now I have to be there.
Yes, definitely. Just when I pray that we win, Then uze
I trust
then
my
rock up
subscribers.
wearing your suit. Yeah, suits.
Should I have
Classy,
to- I had
classy
to
things.
ask Uboyke to design
To
a suit
design
for
a
me.
suit, yes. Boyki, be ready.
But then I trust my subscribers, man, and my followers. Even though when about but they are 20 nyana, 30
Yeah,
nyana,
it would make
like,
a
it would
difference.
count, you know?
Yes. Yes.
And then before I wrap it up, what has to be your everyday motto? Like a motto you live by every day, a motto that keeps you going every single day. Because I know good there's times where you're like, oh, I'm done, you know, I want to do this anymore. But then you remember the motto. Because from my side, a motto I live by every day is remember why you started.
Okay.
From my side. From your side, what's your everyday motto?
Okay, so there's this song by Janae. It's
What
called
song? First one to like refer to a
From
song.
a song. Yes, it's called. It's a song by Janae. It's called "Why Aren't You Smiling?" So people pronounce it as "ways." So there's a line from there that says, "Life only gets harder, but you gotta get stronger." So that's my motto.
Life only
Gets harder, but you gotta get stronger. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think that's it from my side. Really like appreciate you coming through.
Thank you for inviting me.
Hopefully when you are out there, go Miss South Africa. When you're there, Vele, I need you back on the podcast.
Definitely.
Hopefully, Vele, the podcast is gonna be, you know,
Like
somewhere,
mid-level,
you know.
yes.
I wish to get there, but then yeah, I really appreciate you coming through, and it was really nice having you here. Vele, start of the episode, I said it would see having different gender. It's always a machita, you know,
Yeah.
and really looked beautiful today. You'd swear you would see you the host, you know.
You should put me on board, Tando.
But really appreciate you coming through, and then like I'd really love to have you back someday. And I'm starting, you know, another podcast, and I see what's in that so I'd love you to come on that one too, because each ChatsWithJele is mainly on the creative side of a person, and that side,
Yeah.
you're not filtering anything. That side is going down.
Stubborn.
You know, no, like I'm speaking what's happening in the bank. First episode, I'm speaking about local brands.
Okay.
And that one,
Yeah, that
I feel like I'm gonna get cancelled with that one.
Yeah, with that bad. That one.
But then, that episode is dropping soon. Be
What's the
on the
podcast
look.
called?
Sitting with Jade and friends.
Oh, right. Okay.
But that it's nice, but like I didn't bash anyone. I just placed out my view on that brand. And but let me not disclose.
Yeah, don't give people spoilers.
But just to say, there's something they said about the exotic and the bear.
I forgot about exotic. Guys, there's so many amazing brands.
Shout out to Smash. But then let me not disclose.
Yeah,
but
don't.
someone said something about team banging exotic. Yeah, you'll watch it. Because that site, like I post a question on my Instagram, then people answer, and then I like read out their answers on the camera, like live.
Yeah.
So and that one. So I'd love you to come on that one, because there's more. Maybe we can also speak about to cover what happened. Are you willing to speak about it?
Can you not show this on the video? Like he's gonna be offended.
But like it's not.
No,
it's not
like it's not deep.
It's not exactly.
We just stopped working together, guys.
Because okay. But then guys, shout out to everyone watching this. Hope you enjoyed and hope we meet on the next one.
And not work, which the government declares them to be capable of.